The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First down, Watson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there on the first play of the game. 53 yards.
First down. That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down, Johnson. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Brought down by Antoine Bethea.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Screen play, Johnson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Until they wanted to get that ball downfield, they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Cobb to return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intercepted. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Landry. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
second down and 4. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Mayfield to throw it. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Texans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Miles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Johnson, the Houston.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Mayfield 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mayfield on first down, sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
50-yard line.
Mayfield now from the 50. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Another Browns.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
On for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach takes this about 5 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
The 35-yard line.
to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's got some space here. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Number 16's coming. Check mark. Check mark.
Throwing again is Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the catch made by Johnson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 41-yard punt with just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 9.
And again, it's Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
3. Now,
let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And it's complete. Hooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Browns 24, Texans 2.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's 2nd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The sack by Terrell Suggs. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Jamie Gillendown as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Fuller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15.
48 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action. Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete to Rashard.
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. That's out to Chubb, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like a turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 43 yards on the ground.
1-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Browns 31, Texans 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And now here is another interception. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the Texans' 32-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
It's a gain of 3.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Hurry! Check 55 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Seibert's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
well, be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. He was covered by Denzel.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again. Watson being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell.
Intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.